Hi everyone, my name is Sky Kier and welcome to Surviving to Thriving Micro Wins for Student Employee Success. This workshop is designed to help you build confidence at work through simple, intentional strategies known as micro wins. These are tiny actions that create meaningful momentum in your day to day role as a student employee. Let's get started. This workshop will introduce to you how micro wins and small, intentional actions can build your workplace confidence and support that professional growth. Even when your schedule feels full, micro wins will make progress feel much more realistic and achievable. Student employees often navigate new workplace expectations, limited prior experience, school, work, and every other life demand, and diverse communication norms. All of these can make even simple tasks feel really overwhelming. Micro wins help you then manage this by breaking progress into small, more manageable steps. This workshop was created to help you, build confidence through small actions, strengthen communication strategies, support inclusive teamwork, and develop a more personalized micro action plan. The hope is that you'll leave with strategies you can begin applying today. Here's the research behind micro wins. Micro wins are grounded in well-established research. The Progress Principle by Amabile and Kramer shows that small steps forward significantly increase motivation, confidence, and engagement. The Tiny Habits Method by BJ Fogg demonstrates that tiny and consistent behaviors create that sustainable long-term change. But why does this matter? Because small progress creates a big psychological impact. It means that the more consistently you do something, the more trust you have in yourself that you'll accomplish it. By the end of this workshop, you should be able to 1. Identify 3 workplace micro wins, 2. Apply 1 assertive communication strategy, 3. Describe 1 inclusive teamwork behavior, and 4. Create your own micro action plan. These outcomes are intentionally simple and accessible to not overwhelm or stress anyone out. But what are micro wins? Micro wins are small and achievable actions that move you forward, even on a very stressful day. They're grounded in both the Progress Principle and the Tiny Habits framework, meaning that they're not just helpful, they're actually evidence-based. Micro wins follow a very simple and repeatable cycle. Step 1, set a micro goal. Step 2, do a tiny action, something hopefully under 30 seconds. Step 3, celebrate, you did it. Step 4, reflect. And step 5, repeat. According to Fogg, this is how sustainable habits are formed. But why does this work? Small actions typically work because they reduce overwhelm, they build workplace confidence, they support sustainable skill development, they encourage consistent progress, and they align with adult learning principles like relevance and autonomy. Tiny steps remove barriers and they help you move forward. Let's explore our first scenario. Let's imagine that a coworker asks you to take on a brand new task, but you already feel overloaded and frankly overwhelmed. How do you then respond professionally while still protecting your time and energy? Here's now an example of a micro win response. Something like, I want to support the team, but I just don't have that capacity today. Could we revisit the timeline or explore something or someone else who could support this? This is one but respectful sentence that protects your time and sets that clear boundary. All right, let's pause here and take a moment to think of a recent challenge at work. what emotions, barriers, or uncertainties came up for you. Please write down 2 or 3 words or phrases that come up for you. All right, now let's look at assertive communication. Micro wins for boundary setting can look like asking for time to check your schedule, clarifying expectations, setting kind but firm limits, and even saying no respectfully. These small communication choices build confidence over time, as the progress principle suggests. Now, let's look at a teamwork scenario. Imagine you're in a meeting and a quieter teammate begins to speak but then gets immediately talked over. What is a tiny action that you can do that would help create inclusion? Here are some micro inclusion behaviors that you can use. Something like, I'd like to hear Taylor's perspective, or let's pause so that all in voices can be included. Or even something like, I actually heard Taylor begin earlier. Can we return to that idea? These are tiny actions, but they can make a very big difference. And best of all, they align with UDL principles and inclusive design. All right, let's take another pause. Now reflect on your own experience again. What is one tiny action that you could take next time you're in a similar situation? Choose something that hopefully takes under 30 seconds. Why does micro-inclusion matter? Micro-inclusion matters because it builds psychological safety, it shares space equitably, it validates diverse communication styles, and it strengthens team trust and belonging. These outcomes support healthier and more effective teamwork. Now it's time to build your micro action plan. Your plan includes 4 pieces. Your trigger, when will it happen? Your tiny behavior, as in what's the smallest action you can actually do? Your celebration, how will you plan to reinforce it? And your first 24 hours, when will you then try it again? You will receive a PDF handout to fill this out after the workshop. To help your micro win stick, let's get to the steps. 1, start with the easiest version. Do not overwhelm yourself. 2, pair it with an existing habit you already have. 3, celebrate the small successes and don't forget this. And then 4, try to repeat this for at least 3 consecutive days. These steps help your micro win then become, eventually, effortless. All right, so here are the big ideas from the workshop. Small actions create big momentum. Assertive communication can be very simple, but also respectful. Inclusion grows through intentional small actions. Confidence builds through consistency, not perfection. And micro wins support sustainable professional development. These tiny steps add up to very meaningful progress. And that is a wrap. Thank you so much for participating. Please make sure to download the micro action plan handout and to also complete that evaluation survey. The links are just above me. If you have any questions or you want to share how your micro win goes this week, feel free to please reach out to me at sky.care@ucdenver.edu. Also, a facilitator guide is included in the full workshop package if you would like to implement this training with others. Again, thank you so much for showing up, and I'm excited to see how everything goes. Also, quickly before we leave, this workshop is grounded in the Progress Principle by Amabile and Kramer and the Tiny Habits Framework by BJ Fogg, and Inclusive Design Guidelines, of course, from CAS UDL Framework. Thank you again so much for being here.